Hello everyone and welcome to the final ever CGP2 race here at the Yas Marina circuit. After in what has been an interesting season, but due to the cancellation of the Malaysia round due to the streaming issues, double points on the line to make up for that. Naranya Sufu heads into this race with a 19-point lead, but with double points. It is not over yet for James Chandler, who is currently in second. In fact, everyone up to Joshua Sutil, due to the double points, has an outside chance of winning this championship. Here today. But it is going to be that Suter cannot win because of race wins, the countback and everything. There's no way that that could work in his favour. But everyone up to Koromoro has an outside chance. But in terms of like all the bookies and everything, I think the only people that you can really put a bet on, especially off, is the top three. Because Grace Wilkinson, who came into this season as championship favourite, and it's not been as smooth as we were expecting it to be for her. Does have a reasonable chance of doing it. So don't count out Grace Wilkinson. This championship yet. But this is definitely set to be an interesting finale in CGP2. Here we go. For the CGP2 finale here in Abu Dhabi. And we're underway. As they do their formation, it's time for the grid rundown. In pole position, it is the championship favourite, Naranya Sufu, ahead of his championship rival, James Chandler, in second. In third on the grid, it is the third driver in championship contention, Grace Wilkinson, ahead of Reese Jeffries in fourth. James Lewington lines up in fifth, ahead of Connie Campbell in sixth. Owen Cutler is in seventh, ahead of Jado in eighth. Ninth, it's Quinn Bayliss, with Mario Chielli rounding out the top 10. Jesse J. McFarlane lines up in 11th, ahead of Joshua Suits in 12th, and Joe Bunting in 13th. Dan Schilling lines up in 14th, and David Metcalf in 15th, and Catherine Missile in 16th. Tom Saville lines up in 17th, and Matt Sharman in 18th, and Alambar Rai on his CGP2 debut in 19th. In 20th on the grid, we have Robbie Beaumont ahead of Kieran Wigglesworth in 21st. In 22nd, it is Billy Bright ahead of Cora Morrow, Callum Ware, Sam Morgan and Daniel Copeman. That is your grid for the season finale in CGP2. Double points on the line. So, as the field heads towards the end of the formation at 28 laps, just like in CGP3 yesterday. I think we are set for an interesting one. But to win, James Chandler would need to get a car in between himself and Yusufu. Even if it is Grace Wilkinson, that would give him the title. So, they're all lining up on the grid. Yusufu in his box. Everyone is heading to the final sector. Here we go. It's the CGP2 finale. Who is going to be the final CGP2 champion? When the lights go out, we're racing. The top three get a good start. James Chandler has the inside. There's contact with Grace Wilkinson already as they head into turn one. I'm not sure what happened there. And Naran Yusufu will be pleased. What I think happened there was Chandler moved across. That really was not what was needed for Chandler on the first lap. It looks like they are all through without any other incident as they head up towards chicane and the hairpin for the first time. But drama already. We need to have a look at that again on the replay. And Chandler is under pressure from Wilkinson, who was the girl that he cut across. So, as they head up towards turn 8 for the first time, what happened? But it is Yusufu who leads from Jeffries. We need to have a look at that again. So, they get off the line. Now, Wilkinson makes a good start. No, I don't think that was actually what it looks like. I think Wilkinson turned into Chandler. On the live shot we got, we only, because there was so much going on, we only started looking up. You'd assume maybe Chandler cut across, but it actually was Wilkinson that steered into Chandler. Just because that's what usually happens when you see incidents like that. It's usually the person in front that does the cutting across. But it was Wilkinson that steered into Chandler. And if anyone should be penalised, it's Wilkinson. It's Grace Wilkinson. Oh, Wigglesworth and Missile have had a collision. Oh, Wigglesworth went into the wall. So what happened to Missile? Oh, that was a dive bomb and a half. Completely dive bombing, shilling, and then that really didn't work out. And then Starman somehow not getting any race-ending damage from hitting the wall there. Don't forget, DRS will come into play soon. For the moment, it is advantage Yusufu. In this championship battle. And also don't forget, and this is even worse for Chandler and Wilkinson, if they'll probably both have damage from the incident. So, at the moment, Campbell behind Lewington. But Lewington has DRS from Jeffries ahead. And so you've got Sharman right behind the Abusso of Callum Ware, who was a championship contender at the start of the season, but has dropped off. As Sharman really plouts the curb after that incident. And look at, here's Lewington down the inside of Reece Jeffries. Wonderful move from James Lewington. Campbell gets through, Chandler gets through. Really opportunistic stuff from James Lewington. Really opportunistic driving. We haven't seen how effective DRS is down the straight yet. Chandler is gaining with the use of DRS, but whilst Campbell doesn't have DRS at the moment, but here comes Chandler. He's got the run, but Campbell knows it's coming and goes to the inside to defend before the corner. Chandler way over the curb. And Campbell's going to get back through. He actually got a bit of air there, but Campbell's overshot it and has allowed Chandler through. And Campbell has dropped down to 6th. We're seeing action these early laps. Wow, he actually got a lot of air there, did Chandler. And obviously he was going to have to give the place back, which he did. He didn't fight Campbell at all. But then Campbell overshot the corner. I'm pretty sure Jeffries won't be making life hard for Wilkinson. And we're hearing Wilkinson has a time penalty for causing a collision at the start of the race. So Grace Wilkinson, her title hopes are slipping away. And so you've got Jessie J. McFarlane right behind Dan Schilling in the battle for 14th place. Jesse does have a mathematical chance of winning, but it's only mathematical. And McParlin has easily made that move stick. The youngest driver in CGP3. Chandler is not getting away from Jeffries, is he? Oh, Chandler made a slight mistake off of the final corner. We are seeing an interesting finale so far in CGP2. Oh, we've got a lot of action here. Let's see what happened here. So Sharman dive bombs the Abuto. I believe that was Sam Morecambe. And it all bunches up behind, with Alambar Rai in that battle on his debut, replacing Kieran Taylor. Lost Joe Bunting from this race. Onto the curb. So, Morecambe versus Sharman. Newington is going with Yusufu. Chandler is starting to catch up to the back of them. Of course, Wilkinson has a 5-second time penalty. At this rate, obviously, Yusufu would win the championship. As Jeffrey is getting very close to Chandler on the run up towards turn 12. Chandler's just struggling to escape at the moment. Not really much going on at the moment, as Wilkinson is dropping back from her teammate Jeffries and is starting to come under pressure from Connie Campbell. Oh, Bayliss and Campbell, the two Amlin Foxes battling it out, and Bayliss has got through. Of course, Bayliss is in championship contention. Bayliss, a great move around the outside. Actually, that did take up the marker board in the process, which caused a bit of problems for Owen Cutler. But now they're continuing to duel this out. The two Amlin Foxes. Bayliss defends. Campbell on the outside. Gets the drive off the corner and she takes the position. And as she was in the detection point now, Bayliss is going to be passed in by Cutler, but Bayliss is going to switch back to the inside and is even going to try to get past his teammate. That was a great bit of switchback racing there. Between these two Amlin Foxes, that was a great piece of racing. Cutler gets through. Bayliss just switches back to the inside. Oh, very bad exit off the final corner for Reese Jeffries. Wilkinson right behind. As Cutler trying to pass Bayliss. Chandler getting a bad exit though off the corner. He does have DRS, but could really be susceptible here to Jeffries. They're all being backed up by James Lewington in the MAT. Metcalf battling it out with Oates, who hasn't had a great season this year. He had a better season last year, to be honest. So, lap 10. Oh, what's going on here? Chandler's had an issue. That puts Wilkinson through. Jeffries goes through. What is going on? Has been going on here? Lewington's dropped way back. What went down here? Well, we can look at replays. We need to have a look at what went down as Wilkinson goes off the track. Have a look at what went down because Chandler's dropped back. So Lewington, I'm pretty sure, got awful exit off the final corner, goes to defend. Chandler attempts to get down the inside, has to back off and allows both Casey cars through. Chandler right behind Reese Jeffries. I thought he was going to have a look there, but can't quite get it done. It's all falling into place for Niran Yusufu, isn't it? Since he joined Perfection Motorsports, he's really come alive, and at the moment, he's the favourite to be champion of CGP2 2016. So, Wilkinson behind Lewington. This has been an action-packed CGP2 race so far. Of course, Wilkinson has a 5-second time penalty, so she will drop back, but as things stand at the moment. As Wilkinson has the run here on Lewington. Is she going to be able to send one up the inside? Not quite. James Lewington is the one who is backing everyone up at the moment. Oh, contact in a straight between Sutil and Metcalf. Sutil gets down the inside of Oakes. Metcalf can't. Jeffries right behind Wilkinson. So, lap 12 out of 28. As Chandler behind Jeffries. Yusufu leads the race. Look at the speed Chandler has in the corner compared to Jeffries, but he just cannot find a way through because Jeffries is DRS, there's just no way through. It's just very hard to overtake when everyone in front has DRS. So, Oates is dropping back. Has something happened to Oates? Because she's dropping back a lot. I think something might have happened to Oates as Jeffries down the inside of Wilkinson. I think something's happened to Jade Oates. Oh, Cutler's had an incident. Oates gets down the inside of Saville. So what's happened to Owen Cutler? Oates must have just dropped back. Oh, Chandler and Campbell battling it out. So, and we got action here. It's Campbell versus Chandler going into the hairpin and Campbell's through. That is... It's all starting to fall apart for James Chandler. And Bayliss is going to have a look, but Chandler knows it's coming. And he's going to have a desperate lunge down the inside of Connie Campbell, but Campbell gets the exit. And he has to block Bayliss off to avoid Bayliss getting through as well. As Sutil and Beaumont battle it out. I think it might also get worse for Chandler, to be honest, because of the damage that he's got from his pit stop. Not from his pit stop, that he's going to have to repair in his pit stop from the incident with Wilkinson at the start. I think it's looking good for Naranja Sufu. But you never know, there could be some late twists in the tale. If, say, Yasufu has a problem, then that would change everything. If Yasufu dropped out, then Chandler would effectively be fourth because of Wilkinson's penalty, and that would give him the title. But Yasufu is way in front at the moment. I just don't see how, unless something goes horribly wrong for him, he is going to lose this lead. Half distance. Metcalf behind Sutil. Sutil defends really aggressively, but Metcalf is through. "22 cars still racing at the moment. Oh, mistake there from Campbell. He's going to need to be careful though, because remember what happened with Lewington. But I think he might have done it. No, he hasn't though. Campbell somehow defends. Chandler makes another mistake. But he's got the inside, heading into the chicane. But with the outside you can overtake. We've known that. We've seen that so far, and Bayliss is through. And that means, at the moment, he'd be fifth if Yasufu dropped out. It's all going wrong though for James Chandler. But Bayliss overshots the braking, and Chandler gets through. And will we have DRS or will Bayliss? Chandler has DRS, so he can escape. So, Yasufu still leads on lap 15. At the moment, it's all going Niran Yasufu's way. And he's looking good for championship glory. Here looking at Alambar Rai, who is behind Tom Saville. On his CGP2 debut is Alambar. As Jeffries is right behind James Lewington and is well within DRS. He's going to have a look down towards the chicane. Is he going to be able to do it? Yep, he is. So, and then James Lewington has to go over the curve, and Wilkinson goes through as well. Here comes McParlin, who's battling out for the final point with Joshua Sutil. Oh, big mistake from Rhys Jeffries, and he's stopping. Jeffries is out. Rhys Jeffries is out. Sudden mechanical failure. This is going to put Wilkinson into second. Now she can close on to Niran Yusufu. And also make it so this time penalty doesn't affect her as much. Campbell, right behind Lewington. Who's the one struggling at the moment? Wilkinson is escaping. Susan McParland batting it out. McParland's got through. Lap 18. It is Lewington who's backing everyone up here. Bayliss is starting to come onto this train. So, 10 laps to go here in Abu Dhabi. Bayliss, or Campbell having a look at Lewington. Lewington goes to the inside to defend. Campbell cannot find a way through. Chandler looking to buy into this. At the moment, Wilkinson's penalty would drop her to 7th. To 6th, I mean. As Chandler having a look down the inside of Campbell, and he has made that move stick. That was opportunistic move. He was right behind. He sent one up the inside. And now Bayliss has got through on Campbell as well. So that was a crucial move for James Chandler, who's now catching James Lewington. That was a crucial move. And look at the rate he has escaped from the two Amelin Foxes. Now he's going to be the hunter of this pack, because he's going to be the only one who's going to be behind who's going to have DRS behind a car that doesn't have DRS. Two Amelin Foxes getting very close once again. James Lewington seems to be coming as a little bit of a train cockpit right now. Turning into a little bit of a front carriage of a train right now, because he's just been leading trains the whole race. Here's the race leader. Niran Yusufu. This is where we need to look at this battle for third place. Bayliss has gotten away from Campbell. Look at the run that Chandler is getting, but it's not going to happen down this straight. I think it's going to happen if he can get the run off of turn 9. It's going to happen down here, this second DRS zone. And I think he is close enough. He's got the run. Lewington's going to have to go defensive here, which he does. He has to back, this forces Chandler to back off. But Chandler's going to try and fight his way around the outside. And he has made that move stick. So whatever defense that Lewington could do, he could not repel James Chandler. That was a good move there from James Chandler to get round the outside. To pull off that, you have to get your move, you have to get your line perfect. It's going to be the time of the pit stop soon. Chandler's in. That is interesting. And I think that's the right call, because if he has damage, he can make up for it through an undercut. He probably will have a long stop due to damage. It wasn't a long stop. So that means if he has clear air, he could get an undercut. He's got Beaumont there. Is he going to be ahead of Beaumont? No, he isn't. But he's going to have DRS from the Coons Academy car. I don't think he's going to take long to clear the CA of Robbie Beaumont, because look how close he is. And with DRS, he's just going to breeze past. He covers off the inside to make sure there's no counter. But the thing that this could make things a little bit complicated, Beaumont's now going to have DRS here. And we know that DRS is more effective. No, Chandler has DRS. So that means Chandler is free. What about Yusufu? He's in. Responding to that. He's into the pits. The trouble is, he might have to wait for a few cars. No, he doesn't. He can get going. Oh, Wilkinson's having to wait, and she probably has damage. She had to wait. But she's going to remain in second place. Where's Chandler in comparison to all of these? He's going to remain in third place. There's Wilkinson. He is close to Grace Wilkinson. Tell you what, he could have a look. Tell you what, if there's a safety car, that could put Chandler right back in to this fight. This is not over. This title fight is not over. To be able to stay in contention though, to have a chance, he is going to have to clear Grace Wilkinson as soon as he possibly can. This is not over. Eight laps to go, and this championship is still on the line. The thing that though that's going to come to Chandler's disadvantage is that Yusufu and Wilkinson have a lap newer tyres, but with this short amount of the race to go, I don't think that would actually have much of an effect. So, what are the lap times like? Of course, that was a pit stop lap. James Chandler sets the fastest lap of the race. He's turned up the pace. He can push now. Especially if there was a late safety car, that would put Chandler right back into this. But Wilkinson is at the moment in Chandler's way. Who has a time penalty, don't forget. This is getting intense. What a finish to this CGP2 season. As Koromoro exits pit, we've got 6 laps to go. When the podium ceremony comes, so who is it going to be that is going to be celebrating? Is it going to be Naranya Sufu or James Chandler? Tom Saville is out. Gearbox failure for Tom Saville. Wilkinson, though, is getting away. But the question is, are they catching up to Yusufu? Wilkinson sets the fastest lap. 46.5. I think they are both catching Naranya Sufu. Wilkinson has a time penalty, so what could happen is they both could catch. Yusufu could be stuck in a fight with Grace Wilkinson, and then that could allow Chandler to benefit. This title fight is not over. This is getting intense. What's the gap at the moment? Up front, 4.4. Last lap, Yusufu, 47.2. But 3/10 up on Wilkinson, who did a 47.5. Again, I don't know why it was displaying Wilkinson as the fastest lap. As Bayliss and Lewington dueling it out into the chicane. In an intense CGP2 finale we are having here. Wilkinson has taken a 10th out of Yusufu. That's not enough at the moment. Let's see what the gap is as they cross the line. For the fourth to last lap, it's 4.2. That's not enough. I think they're starting to run out of laps. I think they might need a safety car. Imagine if we had a safety car now. That would probably mean one lap to decide this championship. That would be exciting. So, 4.1 is the gap at the moment. Wilkinson needs to catch more, I think. It stayed that way for the duration of this lap. I think Yasufuda had a slight issue because she's just taken 5/10 out of him. Nothing obvious. 3.9 is the gap now. 3 laps to go. Chandler is going with her. They are both catching. The question is it that Yasufu is managing the pace? Lewington, you can see, going through the hairpin, defending from the Amlin Foxes. Wow. We are having an intense finish to this championship. Two championships this weekend with an intense finish. 3.8 is the gap. Bayliss and Lewington once again. Lewington defends once again, but Bayliss gets through down the inside. As does Campbell. Lewington jumps over the curb. It's starting to all look real for Niran Yasufu now. Yasufu has been told on the radio, just manage the pace. At this rate, you're going to win the championship. Don't go for it. Oh, Wilkinson, what's happened? She's made a mistake. That's going to allow Chandler through. Now the question is, what pace does Chandler have? Making a mistake at turn 1. The trouble is for Chandler, he's going to have to take like 2 seconds each lap out of Yasufu. I don't see how he's going to manage that unless Yasufu has an absolute disaster in these final 2 laps. And Wilkinson is going to try to pass Chandler, not quite able to do it though. If they fight, that's going to make the gap even bigger. Campbell right behind her teammates. This action-packed finale that we've had here in CGP2 in Abu Dhabi. Chandler has taken 5/10. He's closing at more of a rate than Wilkinson did. But he's going to run out of laps. That's the problem. This is the last lap. Oh, Metcalf's out. He's had to stop. That's going to put Alambar right into 11th, just on the verge of the point. But Niran Yusufu, despite a horrible start to the season he had in his first year in the championship, looks like he is about to claim title glory here in Abu Dhabi. He has controlled this race. The gap is still going down, but it's not going to be enough. Is Lewington going to go for... Or Wilkinson is not going to bother trying to get past Chandler, because she's got that time penalty, which at the moment is not going to affect her. So, Niran Yusufu is heading into the final two corners before he takes the championship. Penultimate corner, now into the final corner, onto the pit straight. Niran Yusufu is the 2016 CGP2 Series Champion. And his car cuts out just on the line. Chandler takes second, Wilkinson takes third. His car cut out as he crossed the line. Wow, lucky escape. Had that happened a few meters earlier, that would have lost him the title. But that doesn't matter. Because he crossed the line with fire coming from his car. With fire coming from his car. He will be feeling so lucky. Had it happened a few meters earlier, he would have lost the title. But that's the end of a fantastic CGP2 season that we've had. Yusufu is the champion of CGP2 2016. And now we actually also know one statistic as well. Another statistic that we know missing the Germany round did not cost Chandler at all. What an interesting race. Now we've got the podium coming up here in Abu Dhabi. We've got the podium coming up with Naranya Sufu as the champion. The Constructors' Championship goes to Casey Jr. in CGP2. Out of Perfection, Amnen Fox, Power Max and MAT. Even double points could not stop Yasufu today taking the title. Got the podium coming up. Okay, now it's time for the podium. In third place, Grace Wilkinson. In second place, James Chandler. And the winner, Naranya Sufu. And for him and Perfection, we hear the British and American national anthem. Now, the first place trophy goes to Naranya Sufu, who is your CGP2 champion. The second place trophy goes to James Chandler, the championship runner-up. And the third place trophy goes to Grace Wilkinson. The top three representing the top three in the championship. Now, it is time for the drivers to go for the champagne! that is it from CGP2. Of course, we just have the main headline event of this weekend, the final ever CRC race to go tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the CRC race. Goodbye.